Day 46, and what an auspicious day. Room 46, day 46. I see a trophy sitting right there on the end of the table, because last time out, my friends, we had a great run. We got all the way to the final exam in school season, and do you know what? I think we're expecting to score quite well on that, right? But then you don't get as many certificates as I have behind me by being bad at exams. What else did we do? Well, we took a magnifying glass to a new clue, and we have a new clue. Turn base, scorched, sundial. The only problem is, I don't know where the sundial is. Have we seen a sundial? Have we seen a sundial? Have we seen a sundial? We're probably going to have a wander around the grounds today. Like, the usual place to put a sundial is outdoors, away from trees, obviously. Away from buildings, away from trees. Otherwise it doesn't work. However, they might have stuck it into storage, who knows. And yeah. Oh, and we got the trophy for the workshop as well. So we're gonna check out where we are with trophies. I want to see. I think that's my exam results letter. Oh, it's my exam result. Here we go. Diploma trophy. For getting an A on the classroom final exam. Oh, wow. In recognition of academic excellence. Okay, so we've got an A. Spoiler alert. Exam results. Wow. We dropped like one question in history. We dropped one question in history. We've got an A+. A+. Bulletproof. Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that great? A+. I'm actually like genuinely proud of myself. I'm like genuinely proud of myself that I got that. So... excellent. Leave a like. Okay. I have a feeling that we've got to get 8 of these trophies, is it? And we've got 5. So what's left that's sort of doable? Well, Bullseye Trophy, that will kind of solve itself in the fullness of time. Okay. Complete Mount Holly Directory, who knows what we're missing there? Drafting Strategy, who knows? Unlock all 8 realm sigils. Again, that's kind of our main motivator right now anyway. So, in the fullness of time. Trophy of Wealth. I feel like we could do that. These ones all need, like, different save files. So, solve the puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. Solve the puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. Does room 8 only appear on rank 8? But even if that were the case... Oh, we had the moon pendant as well, so we get to keep keycard. That's nice. That's okay. Keycard and lockpick are... Well, it's not quite a nombo. I guess it's kind of actually a bit of a combo, isn't it? Yeah, so is room 8 only available on rank 8? There's something to think about anyway. Right. Do we want to have a wander around the grounds first? Because realistically, aside from chess puzzle, you know, aside from chess and, you know, getting the mantle of the rook again, or trying for vault keys, like what's our next thing we're trying to do, right? That's kind of nice. I was told 2 special items. Oh, I suppose special items are ones which go in your inventory, whereas items can just be like a gem or a key. So I guess special items are ones which have abilities. So these bird baths are clearly not sundials. Now the bridge over here is obviously not going to be up. But that's fine. You know, like, we're just going to have a wander around. We're just going to have a wander about. Is there anything special? I wish to find a sundial. Is there anything special about getting to room 46 on day 46? I highly doubt it. Do you know what? Do you think we could light these with the self-lighting torch? I hadn't really thought about that before, but like, these sconces, do you think if we got the burning glass, we could light those? Do you think that would do anything? Do you know what? Let's put that in the memory hole, because we still have the Mantle of the Night. If we find the armory, let's buy it and come back. But yeah, like for now, we're not rushing around. We're just looking around. We're just looking about. Right, we're checking out the grounds. Because there could well be a sundial just sort of milling about that we just never particularly categorized into our memory hole as something that we needed to pay attention to, especially. There's a sundial. Okay. Well, how are we scorching this base then? How are we doing that? Like, we can fiddle with that. Is there anything that we're supposed to do? Turn base scorched sundial. I don't see any kind of prompt. And I don't see, I would hardly describe this as a scorched sundial at all. Okay. Maybe we need the burning glass? It's unclear. Like... Hey look! There's my bird! There's my swim bird! Okay. A brief exploration has yielded a sundial, which is good. Now, the clue does specify that we need a scorched sundial, though. Couldn't tell you what that means. Couldn't tell you what it means. Oh, do you know what? Power rooms? I was gonna snap draft kennel, but do you know what? Maybe we draft power rooms this time out. Oh, of course, turning off the keycard entry system. No, we'll leave that on, actually, but we'll turn off gymnasium, turn on garage, right? Because there's no point. There's no point turning off the keycard entry system. Okay. Power rooms. Laboratory. Okay. Shall we run an experiment? What you're going to give us? So we can do. We're not adding Aquaria to the draft pool. 1 key, 1 gem, 1 die, or 3 gold for each red room in your house. I think probably key, gem, or die. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps and then the next 3 times you open a locked trunk. Or each time you eat an apple. Let's do 3 times you open a locked trunk. Let's just give me a little bit of extra benefit. That'd be nice. Thank you. Now, let's take this room first, given that I'm here. And we'll try and hook to the right. Do you know what? I actually had a dream about the indoor nursery the other day. And it had to do with the vault key. And I was thinking to myself, is there like a... No, but I think it's just a crazy dream. I think it's just a crazy dream. This is a terrible set of picks, though. Like, this is a genuinely terrible set of picks. Do we really want to lose half of our steps this early in the run? Like, it's pretty bad, but, like, taking a dead end right here is not a good strategy. And it costs us a gem. So this could be a very brief episode. This could be a very brief episode. Security's good. There's another power room. So we're 3 down already. I'll take that. We are going to need steps, though. Like, properly. We're going to properly need some steps. Okay, here's our north. Commissary doesn't sell food. So I think corridor is our better option there. And as for here... Well... I guess probably chapel is the better pick. Chapel, bedroom, furnace. Yeah, I guess we take chapel. Okay. Now we're not going into chapel just yet. Oof, oof, oof. Is there anything we want to do on the security computer? Yes. On the security computer... we are going to ask the security level to be high because we have the key card. So more electronic security doors is better for us. Okay, kitchen's a good shout and we have plenty of money. So let's go and stock up on food right now. Ooh, and a key. Lovely, thank you. Glazed salmon, plus 10 if you have aquarium, okay. 5 for every red room in your house. That's a bit of a shame. We've got 3 red rooms so far. I guess we're going to backtrack later for the tomato soup, right? We've got chapel, weights room. Yeah. But that's okay. Back up to 55 steps, which is pretty much as good as we could expect it to be from there. Boiler room's another power room. Oh, gang. We're doing it. We've got 4 so far. 4 so far. Let's not get too excited. But, right, because we need some gems. Oh, I forgot to turn the pulley thing on. Yeah, let's not get like too excited because we need some gems still. But it's a pretty good run so far, and it's still very, very early. Okay. Library's pretty fine. I think though storeroom, and at this point we go back to corridor. Yeah? Because library will only take us to the end of corridor anyway, and storeroom gives us a gem. Right, and we're gonna need everything that we have available to us, to be honest. As for you, yeah, turn that on, because that's a dead end in there now anyway. Right, back to corridor. Okay, corridors are always unlocked anyway. Hallway gives the better exits, but parlor gives 3 gems. But hallway, that's much better exits. That is much better exits. We'll get parlor again later. Okay, redraws and coins. Let's continue north. These are all curving the wrong way. It's hard to turn down Nook, especially given that we have security for the White Knight and we have chapel for the White Bishop. So it means that if we get like office and her ladyship's chamber, right, because we can force ladyship's chamber, it means that we can solve the chess puzzle. So let's take Nook. Let's not go in there straight away. Let's pick hallway first. Oh, we don't have the gems for Rotunda anyway. Commissary might sell gems. Come on then. Okay, we're out of gems, we're out of gems. Ah, we are going to be selling gems. Perfect, yeah, give us some gems. We're just going to buy out the gems. Shovel's always great. Salt shaker is good when we're low. Key, we're not going to buy right now because we don't need the key yet. Right, let's draft this room. Drafting studio takes us in the correct direction. Bedroom's not quite a dead end, but I think drafting studio. We keep sort of cascading diagonally upwards, which isn't working out well for us right now in this draft. Part of me's tempted to come back down here and draft down in this corner now. Maybe that would be better for my overall state of mind, right? I could really do with finding parlour. Right, so we need something that curves to the left, and we will do a reroll if we have to for it. Yeah, we're not going to take vault there. We'll take pantry. We got the salt shaker, so we get a little bit extra. Kennel, quest bedroom, den. Den is a good pick there. Gives us 2 drawers, and it gives us another gem. Come on, we want more power rooms though. We only have one other compass room in the house. So I'm kind of tempted that bedroom is possibly better because it doesn't use a gem up. I want to be a little bit defensive with my gems until we have some more of them. Unfortunately, we don't get anything out of bedroom. West Wing Hall is a pretty good one. Observatory would be good, but then we don't get up at all. So we'll take West Wing Hall because that lets us draft in 2 directions. Okay. Quest bedroom for the steps. Kinda don't mind it. Indoor nursery is not bad if I can get more green rooms drafted. But I think... Let's take quest bedroom, take the steps, because I am still a little low for steps. Car keys is kind of nice, because it means that the garage is available for giving us something reasonably good. Workshop is a power room. Ooh. Battery pack. C. C. Whoop. Okay, is there anything we want to try and put together here? Yeah, that's the better lockpick. Shovel and battery pack, that's the detector shovel. Detector shovel still also works as a metal detector, right? Or am I making that up? On the other hand, magnifying glass metal detector makes the burning glass, which I did explicitly say we wanted to try on those sconces, wasn't it? And then we don't have to worry about finding the armory right now. Where are we? It's not that far from the entrance hall. The metal detector is like so useful though. I don't really want to turn it into burning glass just yet. Okay, if we touch this door, we're going to be offered the garage. Are we going to go into the garage? I think probably not. Because we don't really need the keys. Garage costs a gem. And yeah, we powered it up, but that's not really going to do very much for us. I think we actually want to go round at this point. and we go back round and we draft from the den this direction. Attic is a pretty great room. Boudoir gives you a gem and a reroll. Gem and 2 rerolls. 8 items in the attic though, some of which will almost certainly be gems. What items would we want though? Like, that's a question. What items would you even want? Like, we've already got a shovel, battery pack, key card. Like, it can give us keys and it can give us gems. I'm kind of wondering if Boudoir's better for us, as things stand right now. Okay, so I say, at this point, do we want to draft this one or do we want to backtrack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's only a backtrack of 8. We've got 4 rerolls. We'll get from drafting studio into the foundation or similar. So let's go. Okay. So, how many mechanical rooms we've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Passageway is like the perfect room to draw there. Passageway is literally the perfect room. Okay, we're out onto the wings again. Observatory, maze chambers, dark room. Ah, we're not quite out on the wing yet, are we? Okay, let's do observatory and get whatever benefit it is we're going to get there. Five gems, 1 key, extra apples, plus 3 steps, 2 chests, and rooms with 4 doors are more common. Thankfully, we already got Waite's room earlier. So that's very useful to us. Is there a spare sundial in this room anywhere? Because if you were to stick a sundial somewhere random, it would be around about here. Now, something that curves to the right would be good. Kind of tempted for vestibule, to be honest. It's basically just a better rotunda. Okay, so that's all sort of spoken for there now, then. Parlour locksmith treasure trove. Having the 3 gem prize is kind of nice, but this, it accumulates so nicely. Unless we reroll, we're cutting these 2 rooms off, but I don't think there's necessarily a way around that right now. So let's take the treasure trove, because it's the rarer room. Getting there. Getting there. Two realms have the same colour banner. Well, we know that that's false. We know that that's false. But this is more information gathering. Because I reckon... Do you reckon the rules about these chests and the rules about the chests that we had at the bottom of the reservoir stack with each other? Or are the treasure trove chests, despite looking incredibly similar, just their own independent set of rules? Okay, that one can't be picked. Do we want to go vestibule up here, or do, no? Let's just use a key. So gymnasium we've already turned off. So I think we probably go hit the gymnasium, right? Because at some point we'll probably via the foundation work our way back to the kitchen, and then the red rooms become extra steps for us. Can we get a conservatory out here? No. But we can coat check something, which isn't terrible. Like, that's not a bad thing to do at the end of the run. Similarly, walk-in closet. Like, I don't feel like what we're missing right now is an item that we're desperately after. I mean, there's always a possibility that the item is a vault key, of course. But might do coat check. Might do coat check, not gonna lie. Or we use Classroom and we use the fact that we get to redraft for free. Go on, Classroom and we redraft for free. And Classroom have an apple in there, which is a nice little bit of steps. That's good. 6 steps from an apple, actually. It's quite worth it. Okay, now we have the exit from gym and vestibule, so we don't really care what we draft here, because also antechamber, the bottom one, is already open anyway. So we don't really care what we draft here. We might actually re-roll it twice. Yeah, we're going to do a redraw to see if we can get a power room, because we might as well. No, but we could take library at this point, couldn't we? And order our next book. Oh. Gonna get given a gem. That's nice. So, give us Realm and Rune next time would be nice. And as for less common rooms that we can draft from here... There are two other doors that lead to that room, and that one's a security door. So even though we get rarer stuff from the library, I don't think it's worth using the key in case we need that key later. Dining room's pretty much spot on, to be honest. Yeah. Now we're not going to worry about that yet, because if we find an aquarium, we get an extra 10 steps off it anyway. So let's go back to the vestibule. Oh, yes, let's dig. Dig, 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 dig. nutritious turnip. Okay. Ugh. I guess Rotunda? Like, I really don't want to do archives. Yeah, I guess Rotunda. Hmm. Go on. Yeah, we'll do Rotunda. Okay, and as for you, Rotunda Room, well, we've been to the quest bedroom, so we get a little allowance boost by going up here. Thank you. Thank you. Cool. As for that, for now, let's draft this one. Parlour takes us up, but we do have an extra exit from passageway here, and 3 gems is kind of pretty nice. So let's go take it. The statement on the white box is true. A box with a false statement contains the gems. The gems are in the white box. Okay. Okay, the statement on the white box is true. The box with a false statement contains the gems. The gems are in the white box. Now, I think if that is true, then white can't have the gems. If this statement is false, then only a true statement can contain the gems. Which means it can't be this one either. So white definitely can't contain the gems. So that is definitely a false statement. Now, if this is a false statement, that means this must be a false statement, and that one has to be a false statement, so that doesn't work. So this one must be a true statement, which means this one must be a true statement, which means that one is the only false statement, and thus has the gems in it. Okay, we're going up into the corner. Oh, we need pool for pump room. Yeah, we need pool for pump room, of course. Now, we do not have a sledgehammer, so we'll come back to you guys in a bit. Pump room. Oh, man. Go on. There's like a 50% chance that these chests contain keys anyway. Okay, secret garden key, which actually will be totally fine for pump room, even if that's locked. So we'll do secret garden here. Broken lever. An extra delicious apple. I guess there is sort of marginally a point to pulling that open. But only on this side. And it is pretty marginal, to be honest. But it does open up a slightly faster backtrack. Oh, no, is there a sundial in the secret garden? It appears no. It appears no. Right. So we're going down this way. If we get Ladyship's bedroom, do we take it? And go and try and get an office for Mantle of the Rook. We are at 1. Mechanarium can only be drafted in the middle of a house. That's the other thing you kind of got to bear in mind, right? So I think we got to take Passageway last. We can go up from Workshop. Look, Room Directory. Closet, boiler room, pump room, security, workshop, laboratory. Oh no, that's all of them, is it? And then Mechanarium. So we might have picked all of them. I don't want to use our last key. We might need that key. Something's beeping at me. Can't be the potassium in the banana. Be real. Come on, because if it's a key, I want it. Why were you beeping? Ah, no, it's a single coin. Okay. So we go down to the rotunda, back to the foundation. I think at this point we have to take the passageway, right? Because we're now expecting Mechanarium. Mechanarium will be our 7th. It all kind of depends on how many doors Mechanarium actually has. I think by default it always has 2, because I'm not sure it counts the entry door. We have every cog floor plan that we have available to us, though. Do we at this point go for broke and do 6 rerolls? Give me 6 rerolls. Give me 6 rerolls. I mean, I'll take Cloister because Cloister gives me an option above and below. So it effectively gives me 1 extra reroll. In a weird sort of way. Okay. We might end up using our last key on that one. Redraw. Redraw. One more redraw. Office! Okay, well, office is not the worst thing to have turned up on the redraw. Because this means that we can actually go and get the chess solution again. And go and pick the rook. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's going to be all of it. Kennel, Great Hall, locker room. I mean, like, does it make a huge amount of difference at this stage? I guess locker room to spread keys throughout the house. Marginally better in case we end up in a situation where we need a key for Ladyship's bedroom. Oh, what a shame. What a shame to not get Mechanarium. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Good. Right. Now, we need to go back this way. We're going to go back up to the Rotunda. And we'll go south from the secret garden. Then we're going to make sure that we go and sort out a go with burning glass. And we want to solve the chess puzzle again. We're going to go get Mantle of the Rook this time. Because having done the axe, I feel like Mantle of the Rook would be highly beneficial in terms of changing the rarity of rooms that we need. Probably secret passage bedroom, like, that seems like the thing to do. Oh, shoot. Not gonna do it for us, huh? Okay. We'll do aquarium to get another bite at it. Huh. Well, okay. Right. No Ladyship's bedroom, then. We can't get it. We can't get it this run. Ah, man. We're getting stymied at the last step every turn, aren't we? I guess lost and found for the 2 rare items. Oh, do you know what? If it takes away one of the critical components of burning glass, that really would. Ha 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 ha. That really would be it, wouldn't it? Yeah, come on. What are we going to lose? Lose the broken lever, that's fine. What is that, though? It's a repellent. Press X in any room in your house to use. Starting tomorrow, that floor plan will be removed from the house and draft pool for 1 week. I kinda love it. Which room do we pick? And there's my rabbit's foot. Better chance of finding items. Nothing else of particular note in here this time. Okay. We can go round to workshop. That's a big backtrack, though. We now have aquarium, so we're going to go back via dining room. We're going to eat at dining room. Okay. Do you know what? I didn't log on to office and spread gold throughout the house. Like, not really any reason to, because we don't have any of the expensive shops, so it sort of doesn't matter in the end. So yeah, let's backtrack via dining room, and we're going to eat like kings now that we have the aquarium here. We don't have coat checks, so there's no point really picking up the crown. So let's not worry about that. So we can go back down, up, through the vestibule. And we can sit down to eat dinner. Good. Now from here, we want to make our way back to the workshop. And you know what? We actually have enough steps to just do it. Let's not worry about the foundation elevator, to be honest. Oh, no problem. We can get out this way. Some critical redundancy baked in. Hey, do you know what? There's 2 chests down in the entrance hall that we sort of totally forgot about. That's not a sundial, is it? Yes. Well, this was selling keys, but we shan't worry about that. Oh, do you know what? If we could find the Mount Holly gift shop, that wouldn't be too... That wouldn't go amiss, would it? That wouldn't go amiss. We don't have any re-rolls, unfortunately, from the last bits and pieces we have to do. Ooh, lovely, thank you. Ah, and a key as well. So, yeah, go ahead and give us that tomato soup now. 26 more steps. This will give us plenty of energy for our exploring. Not that we really need it, because we've done, like, most of the exploring we need. Take that, take that. Yeah, we kind of have to think about... Ooh, actually... Oh, I might not actually want to use my last key on that. What if that requires... Okay. Like, we're going to backtrack this way in a bit anyway, so don't worry about it. Like, this might require a key, so... Do we want to go from the workshop or from the boudoir? Does it make a difference? We're not taking the garage. The garage is going to be one of the things that's offered to us. We're not going to take it anyway. Terrace closed exhibit clock tower. Oh, tomorrow you'll start with a key for each time room. Do we end up with many time rooms? I mean, it's worth it because we will at least have one. And just for my own edification, there isn't a random sundial up here, just kicking about. No. No. Oh, but clock tower is black rook. I probably check this every single time. No, I don't have that one marked down. Clock tower. Good, okay. We've still never bumped into the Black King anywhere, which I'm getting more and more convinced must be room 8. Okay. With that, we're going to go to the workshop. And we're going to go and craft ourselves burning glass. Let's grab some of that. Light candles ignite fuses. Battery pack compass. Electromagnet. I don't remember what this one does, to be honest. You are more likely to draw mechanical rooms while drafting. Well, it doesn't matter, because we only got the compass in the clock tower. But that's a good one to remember for next time. For next time we try this. Maybe we should try and drop that into a code check at some point. Shame we've already filled the whole house. Nothing to be done there. But that's okay. This is okay. Like, we're still learning. We're still learning some of the interactions in this game, you know? Right, let's take this chest here. I could have had 2 more rerolls. Never mind. Right. With that, I'm interested in seeing if we can light these sconces with this burning glass. It seems like a thing that you would want to do. It feels like something that we would probably have already tried to do earlier, though. Maybe. Oh. Oh. You found secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add tunnel to your drafting pool? Huh? Always draw tunnel while drafting in this room. So you could tunnel as far as you want. Okay. Going under all obstacles, the tunnel pierces through walls and rooms alike. This crudely excavated passage looks to be the work of someone determined to get where they're going regardless of whether the house's floor plan is accommodating or not. Foreman's log. The complete manifest for all the excavated equipment has been rigorously checked and delivered to the upper branch. After tomorrow, the site will be sealed and all remaining hardware will be packed up and transported to the original access tunnel for long-term storage. It's unclear if they'll also seal that tunnel after our crew has left, but I suspect they may want to keep ready access to the gear, especially now that they've begun operations in the East Mine. A month ago, I believed that the discovery of gemstones in that cavern was directly linked to the closure of this site, but now I'm not so sure. The Baron doesn't seem the type to value shiny baubles over history. Okay. We'll, take a note of that. Huh. Well, what do you know? I can't believe that we'd just never brought the burning glass down here. But there we go. There we go. Hello, Burb. Now, what else can we do? And where else can we explore? We've got a huge number of steps. And we're looking for a scorched... Oh, we could try and scorch with our burning glass. We could try and scorch that sundial. I was thinking maybe we're looking for a scorched sundial. Like, doesn't matter too much. this area is pretty small. Unfortunately, we didn't get Ladyship's bedroom. Right, we can't light that up. I mean, I think by this stage it's like totally apparent that there is an alternate solution, being the black chess pieces, right? Will the game, like, indicate that for you? Clock tower is on 1-4 and it's a rook. Yeah, you see, if you put it somewhere where there isn't a rook, it doesn't light up. But as we've already discussed, clock tower... Yeah, the king, the king, the king. The king's going to be the problem. The king's going to be a problem when it comes to the black pieces. Right? Okay. I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. We shan't worry about it. We worry about it when the opportunity presents itself. We don't really need to worry about it prior to that. Okay, let's take this burning glass over to the sundial. But yeah, I mean, this is a game of opportunism more than anything else. It's very much like... Hang on a second, I just had a thought. No. Okay, don't worry. Irrelevant thought about a clue that I thought I'd remembered, but no. No. Something else entirely. Okay, very quick check. There's nothing in here. Can't burn one of these beautiful gems off the wall. I would have doubted so. Can I set fire to this sundial, please? That would be nice. Right. Step 1. Scorch the sundial. Yes! Okay, what am I trying to do then? Oh, is it a clock? Is it a clock? Is it a clock? Okay, I can't scorch any other spots on it. So there must now... So it must now be a code, right? It must now be a code. One, two, three, four, five, six, so there's 8 segments. There's 8 segments in both of them, so there's only 64 combinations possible. Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. We got plenty of steps and we got plenty of time. Plenty of steps and plenty of time. Major. Seen the signs. Dead end in major key. Major. Major. Is that the clue? Does that turn into a time somehow? Does that somehow become a time? No, that's history. History. Why haven't I kept my notes more organised? Where was it when I was learning Eurasian? Where are my Eurasian notes? There's maths. Yeah, here we go. So May is small. Jaw was name, right? Small name. Samantha Hayes. Jean Ribbon. Gray Daniels. Okay. So tome after tome that the library loaned and the books that he had that he already owned were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. We've got some clocks up there that are set at about 6:05 or at about 5 o'clock. Now wait, that's north. Right, so no, that's north that way. Shoot. Was it only... I mean, we can't have got where we scorched it wrong. Right? So that's north. Is it not? The sun comes... Yeah. Yeah, so in the morning, the sun's over that way, and it comes round, and it casts a shadow, and then as the sun comes round behind us, that being south, it tracks round to the top. Okay, so we've got like 6:05 as a time. We can't really make it exactly 6 o'clock. Because the scorch is sort of somewhat off center. Feels weird the scorch is centered on there, but because I scorched it there on that one specifically, it's slightly off. But maybe that's part of the puzzle, because there's one here and here as well. Maybe you're supposed to kind of do it for an exact time somehow. Which would mean there aren't 64 combinations, but actually many more. It's kind of tempting to see if I finish the day, come back here tomorrow, will it be scorched in the same place? You know? Will it be scorched in the same place as before? Your name. Shifted extras. Stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. A man obsessed and cuckoo too, they would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. The suspect is Major. Major. Major, major, major. Jariana. Major Nicholas Key the Fourth. Major Nicholas Key the Fourth. The suspect is Major. That feels like too much of a coincidence for it to be a coincidence. Key would violate the admin, the current admin credential thing, wouldn't it? Key N. That would have been a massive snipe. No. Key I N. Hundred Bells, Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. We've not used this password yet, have we? sacred. We're just quietly contemplating. Just quietly contemplating. Marigold, Epsom. We had a clock which was 8:15. Jones, of course. Sinclair. Epsom. Yeah, and 1:30. Tricky. Come on, Mary. You wanted me to find that clue. And I found the clue. Excuse me. Why can't I move this anymore? Hello? Why can't I move that? That's so strange. It can't be that it's the correct answer, surely. Like, if it were the correct answer, something would have happened, right? Unless something has happened. But, like, it didn't give me any kind of indication that I'd done something correct. So why am I now not able to move it round? I don't think there's any other puzzle in the game that just kind of leaves you hanging. Unless something happened and I didn't see it. Or unless you can only do it during the day. There's no... where's my nearest clock? I don't... Does the sun actually track through the sky in this game as the game goes along? I don't think it does. We're only just hitting the evening now. Okay. Well, here's the thing. We've scorched it now. And if there's more to it than that, then fine. We can scorch it again if necessary, because the, you know, the self-lighting torch will sort it out. We'll sort it out. But yeah, unless something has indeed happened, unless moving that around has done something. Hang on, look. I'm going to go back there briefly. It's so strange because I was moving it around totally freely before. I was moving it around totally freely before, and now it won't move. And it's at some kind of like random, like it's at that sort of 130 location if you're reading it upside down. Right? Like, I'm assuming you're supposed to interpret this as like first hand, second hand. So it's kind of like at a 130 location if you're reading it, looking at it from the north. Which is not how you'd read a sundial. You'd read a sundial the other way up. Which would make this here, so it's more like sitting at 7 o'clock. But it's definitely not letting me move it anymore. Which makes me think that it's either a bug or we accidentally solved the puzzle, but there isn't really any kind of fanfare to indicate what happened. The obvious place to check will be the safe house, or at least underground, or the gate. Okay, not the gate. Look, we got 47 steps still, so we're not in a rush. We're not in a rush. For once, you've actually caught me on a day where I actually have a little bit of time to be doing the recording, and I'm not trying to rush to finish the day. I mean, of course, you can always jump into the next day if you want to. But yeah, the obvious place to look is in the safe house. Okay. Like, I don't think it's going to be any of the sanctuary stuff. So let's take this. Hold to skip that. Get over to the shores here. Okay. We're looking around for anything that's different, or any kind of clue as to what sort of, if there's a time clue. Oh, they did leave this clue here, didn't they? If there's a clue that they leave, six add 6 to Tor. Could that be interpreted as numbers somehow? At a stretch. Is there any other numeric clue down here? 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. There are a few times in here. 130, 124, 105. Well, I don't see anything different in here. So if I did get that sundial correct, it doesn't seem to have changed anything in the safe house. Hey, look, you can see the window that we were in from earlier. That's kind of cool, right? So if you're very, very observant, then yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That might be it. That might be it for today. That might be it for today. Okay. Look, overall, not a bad run, right? We found the sundial, and we've scorched the sundial. We need to find out what we're supposed to do with that now. It's odd that I'm not able to rotate it more. But, I don't know, maybe I've done something wrong there? It's slightly hard to say. But we'll see more tomorrow. We'll go back and check the sundial tomorrow. If it's still scorched, then we can't have scorched it in the wrong place, right? We have a new tile to check out. The tunnel goes through rooms apparently, and from tunnel you can always draft tunnel. So can you just draft tunnel all the way up to the top of the house? And what about beyond? Is that an opportunity? Yeah, kind of interesting. Shame we didn't get the ladyship's bedroom to be able to get the mantle of the rook. And it's a shame we didn't get machinarium when we needed to, but we have made an important piece of learning. Oh, we still have repellent. We should totally go and ditch something out of here. What do we want out of here? Like maybe weight room? Weight room's pretty useless. Yeah, okay. Ah, and there was me kind of wrapping up. No. Okay, what are we going to get rid of? Like, we could get rid of pantry. It's a J-shaped room that gives us a tiny amount of coin and a little snack. Like, is there any point to it? Like, pantry is one of the most useless rooms in the house. Pantry is genuinely one of the most useless. It really is between pantry and weight room, but weight room, at least at a pinch, lets you get into antechamber to increase your allowance if you've had quest bedroom. Like, pantry is genuinely pretty useless. I can hear something if I stand here. What is that I'm hearing? I don't know. I can definitely hear something standing there. Okay, look. We shan't worry about things like this too hard. If you worry too much in a game like this, you'll give yourself wrinkles. No, it's important not to worry too much, right? Yes, we try and maximize... Yes, we try and maximize the runs as best we can. But realistically... Oh, does it not actually count? Okay. So, pantry's been removed for a week. There we go. That's one of our least attractive common rooms. Okie dokie. Right. I think we're pretty good there. Right? Yeah. Electromagnet. We need to remember to craft electromagnet next time. The irony is, of course, you need workshop to be able to craft electromagnet to begin with. I think basically, if we really do believe that that sanctum key's behind Machinarium, every time we get one of these power rooms, we need to make it common, right? So that they appear in the pool enough. Like, pump room, pool. Pool is great because it's got the chests, and pump room is, like, fine. Workshop is a nice straight room. Utility closet, okay, that's not great. Laboratory lets you run the experiments. Security's got 3 doors to it. Like, there aren't really very many of those cog rooms that are bad rooms to draft. So maybe we should just make them more common as we deal with them. Okie dokie. I think with that we're going to call it a day there, right? We did workshop. We tried to draft the thing. We did the thing. There's nothing else to do. We've ordered a book. Just doing, like, quick mental check. Yeah, no, fine, yeah, okay. Calling it a day. Okay. Well, my friends, thank you very much for coming along to today's episode of Blueprince. A+ in our exam. That's amazing. Dropping like 1 question on the whole paper. I'm super pleased with that. And it gets us another trophy for the trophy room. Yeah, we're going to have a think about what trophies we're actually going to be sort of working towards now, actually, because it's not too far before we can get ourselves our blue tent, which will be great. Join us next time where we're going to be drafting some tunnels and seeing what they do. Thank you very much for watching. Do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want access to these videos a week early, consider supporting the channel on the Patreon. For now, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.